I want to fix things but my wife ignores me. How do I get her to at least hear me out? I have no idea if this is the right place to post this. I don't really use Reddit, but here goes. I had an affair. My wife 40F and I 41M separated over it. I know I fucked up, it was wrong, I shouldn't have done it and I regret it. It was the biggest mistake of my life. I know what I did damaged our relationship, but I want us to try again. I will do anything to set things right. She can check my phone anytime she wants. Track my location. Put keyboard trackers on my computer. I've suggested everything I can think of, but anytime I bring up the topic of trying again or even just wanting to talk about what happened, she shuts it down. If we are in person, she will walk away. If we're on the phone, she hangs up. When I text her, she doesn't even acknowledge the message. She responds to other messages but will outright ignore any message I send about trying again or talking about what happened. I've tried everything, just asking to have a chat over coffee or getting drinks or just coming over after our daughter goes to bed to talk, but she says no every time. I just want the chance to fix things. If you make a mistake, you fix it, right? How can I fix things if she won't even talk about it? All I want is one chance. 1. If after that it still doesn't work, fine, I'll bow out gracefully, but how can we be over if we don't at least try? Like, maybe we can fix things, maybe we can't. How will we ever know if we don't try? I just feel like we'd be throwing away all our years together if we didn't at least try. I even suggested just trying just one session of couples therapy to see, and she said no. I barely got out the word couples therapy and she walked away. We have a kid together. Don't they deserve a chance to be in a stable home instead of splitting time between different parents? And I know I fucked this up first, but I am trying to fix it. Has anyone been through this? Is there something I can do? What can I say or do to convince her to at least hear me out? Update. Wibta, if I hired a PI to catch my wife? My wife and I are separated, but we've not divorced or talked about divorce. I moved out, she still lives in our old house. Well, she started going on dates with this guy and now they've recently made things official. My wife now has a boyfriend. We have been separated about 9 months, not even a year, and she has a boyfriend. I know his first name and that's about it. Anytime I press her for details about this guy, she refuses to tell me. We got into a fight over it and I said, as the father of our child, I have a right to know everything about who she is bringing into contact with our child. She just said he's dating me, not our child, and her romantic life is none of my business. I said I'm not asking her about her romantic life, I just want to know who this guy is, because for all I know he's some sex offender or something. Honestly, I am convinced something isn't right here. Again, we have been separated for less than a year and we didn't talk about divorce. They must have known each other before we separated, because this seems far too quick. And also, her refusing to tell me anything seems suspicious. So I've been thinking about hiring a private investigator to check this guy out. Find out as much as he can about this guy, maybe see if he can find out the truth, like if they did know each other before we separated. But I don't know, hiring an investigator seems kinda extreme, but I just don't know what else to do. So, Wibta, if I hired an investigator to investigate my wife's new boyfriend?
Relevant comments. Gothic Ninja Witch. Conveniently left out that the reason you and your STBX wife separated is because you cheated. At least according to your previous post. Doesn't surprise me that you're out here projecting. 9 months isn't a long time, huh? How long it take you to start dating your mistress? Did you give her all the details, let your wife vet her in case she was a sex offender or something?
OP. Yeah, because everyone fixates on that and nothing else. And if you'd bothered to read that post, you'd see I admitted I was wrong. But whatever, all you see is somebody cheated and won't see anything else. FYI, they've been seeing each other for like 5 months. I don't know when exactly they went official because that's none of my business, but I do know their first date was then, or fuck, maybe they first one. She let me see, who fucking knows. And after we broke up, she was like barely home. She was always at the gym or whatever. And then like she took our kid to the beach for the day and I asked her for pics and she said she forgot to take any. Like, yeah, what or who didn't she want me to see in the pics? How do you forget to take pics of you kid? There's just so many little things like that don't add up. But sure, focus on an affair I owned up to and admitted was a mistake I tried to fix, but she's too busy with her little boy toy to be bothered with it.
Commenter. 9 months is plenty of time to have started dating someone else. Why would you think she must have known him before? Does it take you more than 9 months of knowing someone before you start dating and become exclusive with them? Furthermore, why do you care if she knew him already or not? What could that possibly matter to you? I get wanting to know who is around your kids. In reality, though, people are around your kid every day, assuming old enough to go to school, that you haven't vetted. Yet I don't see you thinking of hiring a PI to check out the custodian at the school or the part-time employee who fills when a cafeteria employee is out. Her refusing to tell you isn't a sign that something isn't right. It's just a sign that she sees what you're trying to do and is pushing back. Her romantic life is none of your business at this point. You are definitely bordering on YTA territory, if not already there.
For one, they've been seeing each other for something like 4 or 5 months now, like I think their first date was like 5 months ago? So only a few months after we broke up. But before that, like, she was never home, she was always out, at the gym or stuff like that, and would never tell me where she was going, just when she would be back, and I didn't think anything, but now I wonder if at the gym meant something else. And like, funny how she won't even tell me stuff like how or where they met. Like that's normal information. Small talk. Oh, how did you two meet? But nope, none of my business. I don't know exactly when they went from going on dates to being official, because again, that's none of my business according to her. And like over the summer, there was this time she took our kid to the beach and I asked her for pics, but she conveniently forgot to take any. Makes me wonder what she didn't want me seeing in the pics. Or like, she'd take her out for the day on her days but be out for ages, like back just in time for bed, taking them out for dinner and stuff and just staying out. She never used to do that before the separation, like they'd go out for the day but never that long. They'd be back by dinner time. But now it's literally the whole day. Just lot of little things that don't add up. Update 2. I put a grenade in my relationship with my wife. I lost everything, and have nobody to blame but myself. I just need to get this out. I'm not looking for sympathy, I'm not justifying anything. I fucked up and it's my fault. I just need to get this out because there's no one I can talk to. My wife and I were having issues. Just the usual issues, the struggle and strain of life, raising a family, etc. We were struggling and nothing was getting better, and I felt like I wasn't good enough. That I never would be. And then I met Carly online. She was much younger than me, so we just talked, but then she started flirting with me and it made me feel good. I didn't tell her I was married, didn't want her to stop flirting. I told myself it wouldn't go anywhere. I was just enjoying the attention. And we were just talking. She lived the other side of the world, there was no chance of us meeting. And then we had cybersex. I felt better than I had in ages. Cybersex then became video and phone sex anytime my wife was out. We sent photos and videos every day. The more I spent time with Carly, the more I couldn't stand being with my wife, so I broke up with her. I didn't tell my wife about the affair, I gave other excuses, but my wife knew something was up and found out about the affair. It broke her. She didn't eat, didn't sleep, she cried all the time. I justified it by telling myself my wife is a strong woman, she'll get over it. I hate myself for thinking that way. But I did. My wife went to therapy. Stopped crying. Started eating and sleeping again. Started smiling again. Stopped begging me not to leave. And I thought, great. See, I was right. I stopped feeling guilty. I felt relieved. My wife and I had to live together for a while until I found a place, but I barely saw her and she barely spoke to me. At first it was great, but then I started to feel off, like I had come home to an empty house, even though it wasn't. At that point I should have seen sense, should have stopped. Instead I started to resent my wife. Somehow in my mind she was trying to sabotage my happiness. It made me angry. I snapped. Made passive-aggressive comments. I hate myself for every word, every nasty text. Every accusation. I moved out. Living with my wife had been awkward, but the new place was. I don't know. Even though I'd rarely see her, every room contained her presence even when she wasn't there. But staying in the new place made me feel more alone than I ever had. I had free run to talk to Carly anytime I wanted, to do anything I wanted, but it felt so pointless. The new place felt so fucking awful. Like a prison. I started to dread going home. I'd stay out for hours. Hang around supermarkets. Wander the streets. Sit on a park bench. Anything but go home. Even if it meant not talking to Carly. And then one time I passed a perfume shop and smelled my wife's perfume, and I don't know why, but I broke down. In that moment I didn't want to talk to Carly. I wanted my wife. Carly and I broke up. I thought I'd miss her. I didn't. I missed things my wife did. Small things. Big things. I didn't miss a single thing Carly did. During handover of our daughter one day I blurted out that Carly and I broke up. I don't know why, I didn't even mean to, it just came out. My wife nodded and said, I'm sorry to hear that. And I don't know why, but that stung. She didn't say it spitefully, she was calm and pleasant, like we were just talking about the weather or something. I almost wish she did say it with some spite or glee or something. But she didn't. Anytime I try to talk about us or what happened, my wife shuts the conversation down. She's civil, but she looks at me like I'm a stranger. The other day, I put my hand on her back just out of habit and she looked so disgusted. I've never seen her make that face, and certainly not at me. I feel so fucking broken. And I know it's all my fault. I know I did this. I deserve all of this. I sabotaged everything good in my life. For nothing. For a lie. Carly didn't know I was married, and nobody knew I was even seeing anyone else even months after the separation. What was I doing? I got served divorce papers this morning. I'm not looking for sympathy. I don't deserve it. I know I'm a selfish, stupid prick. I know it's all my fault. I wish I could go back, but I can't. And the worst part is I don't even know why I did it. Yeah, we had problems, but I can think of 1,000 ways to fix them now. Why didn't I think of them then? I'm sitting here staring at the divorce papers. And I don't know what to do. My first instinct was to fight them. But I can't. I shouldn't. I want to fight it so bad hurts, but I can't. Not after what I did. I ended up calling in sick, and I've been sitting at the kitchen counter, crying, thinking about everything I did, everything I said, wishing I could take it all back. There's no one I can talk to about this. The person I'd normally talk to is my wife, but I fucked that up. Everyone hates me. My friends. My family. It's deserved hate. I deserve all of this. I did it to myself, to everyone. I just wanted to get it off my chest, because I don't know what else to do or where else to turn. Guess internet strangers are my only option.